Post the year 2013, the erstwhile 17 Lemkra constituency was delimitated and 16 East Shillong was created with areas of Lemkra, Lashumia, Malki, Keating Road, Secretariat Hills and Pinemount areas included, constituting the constituency as it is today. With a new name and a new hope, the people of the constituency rejoiced to look forward for a new era to dawn in the electoral politics whereby aspiration of the people would finally be heard. However, as the state of Meghalaya is gearing up for another general election in 2023, it is about time that the constituents of 16 East Shillong and the citizens of the state be presented with the hidden reality that has so far been kept away from the people. Post the 2013 elections, people of East Shillong had hoped that change would definitely come to them in terms of infrastructure development, effective implementation of public schemes, and social security to citizens, and above all, an effective and improved civic management facility that citizens had longed and hoped ever since Meghalaya became a state in 1972.
Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi flew in from New Delhi for the celebration.
No citizen of East Shillong can deny that drinking water is not only inadequate but also scarce in most localities. We can still see people queuing in public taps for a bucket of drinking water, and during dry months, people are deliberately made to face the brunt by purchasing water from private tankers, depriving the people of East Shillong with the basic need, which is water. No doubt to mention that the present public water distribution system in East Shillong dates back to the 90s when population was less. No effective plan has been initiated in the last decade to address the water issue that is severely hitting the citizens of East Shillong. Come rainy season, and along with it follows misery to the constituents of East Shillong. The constituency still lacks a proper drainage system to tackle heavy storms and floods. Even as it stands at an elevation, most areas of Latnkra, Dhangyati, are flooded when heavy rain falls due to ineffective planning and improper drainage. Most elders of the constituency recall that the major drain existing now dates back to the pre-statehood years under Assam rule. Nothing new has been considered to pre-plan the entire drainage system of Lemkra and other areas of the constituency to prepare for worst situations. Unless steps are taken to transform these crucial aspects that are prevalent in the constituency, it will be the people in the end who will have to bear all future consequences. There is frequent power cut in almost all areas of East Shillong constituency, which has affected the lives of people and largely to businesses and to those who have to work from home. Life after the pandemic was never the same again, especially those who are totally dependent on online jobs to earn their living, and the youths are the worst sufferers. Students who have to study are forced to use candles and temporary lamps, and this problem has been persisting for quite some time, and it is uncalled for city residents to face power cuts on a daily basis due to lack of proper infrastructure to support the growing demand for domestic and commercial power. East Shillong constituency falls under the Shillong municipality, and as such a resident is also a taxpayer and charged for property, water, street lighting, sanitation and solid waste. But all will agree that the aspects of civic amenities has been left unattended for decades, and most of the services by Shillong Municipal are irregular, inefficient and lack of clear vision to cater to growing population. At a time when life has become busier, one has to break his or her head to dump solid waste as the collection of garbage has not been regularized up to the mark. The cesspool service of SMB is outdated, and those areas which are not motorable have no other option but to dump sanitary waste to public drain, which in turn pollute the water bodies. Failure to determine a robust municipal administration to the citizens of Shillong, ease of standard of living in urban life is deeply affected. Barring few pockets, not all localities of East Shillong constituency receive public scheme duly as on need basis. No new street lighting has been installed at critical locations for the last 10 years, leave alone repairing the defunct ones. People are made to pay for the streetlights, the service for which is denied to them deliberately. No replanning has been initiated to the water supply system in order to sustain the growing population. Consumers are in fact asked to spend money to rectify their connections by taking new connections from better tapping points. Lack of will to serve the people on the part of the incumbent representative has resulted in such drawbacks to occur. No doubt our roads have been left out completely. Barring a few pocket pothole repair that is taken up before any festive season, nothing has been initiated by the representative to revisit the roads, lanes and by-lanes such as to prepare the areas for further expansion to meet the growing population or ease of walking to pedestrians. No doubt, widening of existing roads is an impossible task, but correcting errors in the existing roads will resolve many issues that are choking daily lives of citizens of East Shillong. Citizens of East Shillong are victims of insecurity. Theft reports are daily in most areas and no initiative to improve law and order in the constituency has been taken. People are not safe to leave their homes and belongings as there is loot even in the broad daylight. Manpower at the Latmkrak police station is less, and it is worth to mention that there aren't enough vehicles to cater to the rising crime taking place daily in the constituency. The Latmkara Urban Health Centre has been operating from a rented place for last so many years to cater to the sick and needy of East Shillong. The marginalized citizens who cannot afford private care are being deprived of proper medical facilities since there is no government-run healthcare facility operating for 24 hours in the constituency. The state of Meghalaya is reeling through unemployment, and it is known that many state government jobs have not been filled due to lack of willingness from those in power to address the issue of unemployment. It is also worth to mention that not a single self-help group was formed in the last 10 years in the constituency to encourage youths and women to take up self-employment in order to sustain their livelihoods. Many youths are sitting idle at home only to add misery to the rising price that seems not to be cared by the elected ones. No one can deny that youths are not only being misguided but also being led to addiction, and substance abuse is rampant amongst teenagers, and this aspect has been left out completely, and youths are being dragged to this menace, and no initiative has been taken by the incumbent representative to take on this issue head on, which is crippling the society from within. Amongst other issues that remains pertinent and unresolved for the constituents of East Shillong is the rampant unauthorized and illegal settlement at the sweepers colony at Lom Sora, Latmkra, which is not only creating much inconvenience to the residents there, but if the rising slum goes unchecked, it will surely create long-standing issues in the near future. The move of the current government to shift residents of Themolong to municipal quarters at Bishop's Cotton Road, which is just adjacent to Latmkra area, should also be taken seriously as there may be after effects. Constituents are being denied on knowledge on the implementation of schemes in the constituency. In East Shillong, there is hardly any effective implementation, and whenever there is some implementation, it is so done without the involvement of the stakeholders, that is, the people themselves. It is a known fact that all schemes that come through the MLA require community participation. However, people are not aware of such schemes being carried out. Details on the cost of the project are not highlighted, and almost all the works are carried in a hush manner by those who are in connivance with the MLA. No one can deny that there is zero transparency when it comes to implementation of schemes in East Shillong so far. It is about time that people of East Shillong shake up their representative for transparency and accountability, or elect a new representative that will deliver and serve the people diligently. The people of East Shillong will get another chance to elect a representative and hope that people ascertain the facts and figures and to ponder upon the future of our beloved constituency and the state of Meghalaya.